And my question for him, as someone who speaks on college campuses around the country, trying to help students get out of student loan debt, his story about this new, I think it's MissionU, caught my eye over the last week. And definitely, I know that it's just for tech currently, but how are you going to be able to shift it in the future to maybe cover other majors that are available, and would it work with corporate America?
Yeah.
It's awesome that you said nursing right before she got in.
It's a great question.
Go ahead.
We're literally just kind of diving into this. I mean, our goal is, again, to build a college alternative for the 21st century. And that means multiple majors serving multiple different areas. The most popular undergraduate major in the country right now is business, but I'm sure many of us have met people who graduate with a business degree and still have no clue about how to actually contribute to a company. And so that's why our first focus is on data analytics and business intelligence. But as I was just saying to Gary, a real area of personal interest for me is nursing. We have literally millions of jobs that are about to become available as we have an aging baby boomer population. The current population of nurses are heavily retiring. There's a lot of different jobs that are going to emerge within just the health space in general that I don't think traditional education is going to prepare people for. And then when it comes to actually the corporate America side, this is already happening whether MissionU existed or not. So PricewaterhouseCoopers, Ernst & Young, two of the biggest accounting firms in the country in the last 18 months have removed the bachelor degree requirement in order to get a job at their company. Obviously, Google's done it in the tech space, but you look at like industries as old as publishing. Penguin Books, one of the largest publishers, also removed the bachelor's degree. So I think we're going to see a really large movement, especially as millennials in the next 5 to 8 years become the dominant hiring component of our workforce, because so many, I'm a millennial, I'm at the top end, but so many of us recognize that whether somebody got a degree or not is actually not all that important. It's much more about, where they got into school is a helpful sorting mechanism, but it's only one data point. How they present in the room, what their references are, what their previous work experience, to things like internship, all of that I think is going to increasingly matter much, much more than their transcript or their major or their GPA. Because I can tell you, in my entire career, I don't think I've ever looked at somebody's transcript, not once.
Yeah, and that's why I try to tell the students. I am my own company, Debt Sucks University, and even Gary has truly helped me talk to the students in a different way to make sure that they're ready. And I've turned them on to so many people, and I just want to turn on the higher ed community to you because it's interruptions, just like he was talking about with Uber and so forth. And I just think higher ed needs to really get ready before Uber does it the same way they did the taxis.
I think you're exact. I mean, look, they are so stunningly vulnerable, because I think what Adam said is so right. People are like, oh, millennials are coming, and this has already happened. You have people in their early 30s that are achieving and becoming leaders of our world, who look at the world completely differently, and they're going to be the judge and the jury. And so Samantha, 32 years old, who knows that her emotional intelligence, I didn't think Adam was going to be that great because he did go to Brown instead of the reverse. I actually prejudge people in reverse, and that's going to become far more common. And to your question, the corporations, when you look at, if you're a 15-year-old right now and you think about it's 7 years from now, when you understand, first of all, the corporations of 7 years from now look a lot more like Warby Parker and Casper. Whether those companies win or not after there's an economic downside, I don't know. That model is definitely gonna win.
Yeah.
So, and what I mean by that model, I mean newer businesses that are gonna be worth 4, 10, 15, $100 billion, they're coming, and their DNA is so different, and they're gonna be the decision makers, and so I think you're barking up the right tree. I'm glad that it's caught your attention, and what I'm most excited about, I would tell you, besides the fact that I genuinely love this human being, I'm just excited about the legacy of being involved in it, because I know there's gonna be more things that look like it.
Oh yeah.
I know you're gonna build the biggest one, at least is very important to me that you accomplish that.
Me too.
But I think this is coming. This is coming. This is coming.
Yeah.
So
and
thanks for the call.
Work you do as well.
Thank you so much. It's something that I love. I'm actually speaking on a campus tonight, and I'm going to go in there and show them the threats that are against them and how to adjust to it if they want to learn.
So if you can, go to MissionU, just the letter U.com, and there's a video on the homepage. Just play them that video. I think it'll accomplish what you're seeking.
And tell them to become Jets fans.
Yeah, that's key.
That's important to us.
I tell them to become Gary V fans.
Well, I'll take the Jets even more so. Anyway, thank you. Take care.